Can you all hear me? Can someone? Yeah, okay. Adam's nodding. I have the cameraman again today. So I decided, when can you wear a skein crown if not today? So that's what I'm doing. If you go on the hashtag skein crown, you can see loads of examples on how to do it. That's just by the by. So, ta-da! This is the store for today. And I'll talk a little bit about the silk in a second and all these wonderful things. And I think we're going to start with the sock yarn today. So, and again, just type comments. Adam can read them out to me if you've got questions or you want to go slower or, you know, anything. So, I think we'll start with this one first. So, this one, beautiful, beautiful sock yarn. This one is called Sunshine on a Cloudy Day, Thy Name is Helen. And I think a lot of you are aware that a lot of us doing the virtual Yorkshire Yarn Fest today are doing a charity colourway. This is my version, and this is called Thy Name is Helen because Helen is a nurse in Harrogate Hospital, and she appeared like a ray of sunshine when I was at my lowest with my chronic condition. And this is why it's blue with a hint of yellow, because Helen wears a blue uniform, and it's just, that's what it needed to be. And I'm donating all the profits from the batch of this yarn to Harrogate Hospital. So that's that one. These are all the same beige. They're all blue-faced Leicester, sheep wool and nylon. Blue-faced Leicester is great for sock yarn. I can show you a different one as an example. It's smooth, it's super soft, but it's really durable for socks. This one is called Clown College. That's been quite popular. And then we have, oh yes, and then we have this one, which is called Surprise Rainbows. It's beautiful. And I did steal a skein for myself, which I can show you. I'm not that far with knitting it, but this is what it looks like knitted up. And the reason why I named it Surprise Rainbow is because when I was knitting this up, I actually had a little speckled rainbow appear. That's that one. And it's super soft and really, really great for socks, but it's also great for tops and shawls and jumpers and cardigans and everything. And then I've got mini skeins on the website that go with most of these. This is a really pretty one. This is Greta the Gremlin, or Greta Gremlin. Zuzu, it's a pink one. Lapland, personally, one of my faves as well. It's got really nice purple speckles. And then I've got some mini skeins that kind of go with that, or contrast, depending on what you want to do. There. And in case you're wondering how this stuff looks knitted up, I showed you that one example, but there's a general rule of thumb. You look at how long the colour is on a thread. I did this last time as well, and a few people sent me messages saying that was really helpful. You look at how long a bit of colour is on the thread, and then think, how many stitches is that going to be? So this is going to be 3 or 4 stitches. So you'll have 3 or 4 stitches of speckles, and then you'll have 4 or 5 or 6 blue ones. So that's kind of how you work out how something will look. And this one, this is a new one. It's Fairy Ribbons. And don't ask me why I called it Fairy Ribbons. It just sort of came into my head, usually when I'm drinking gin. So that's what Fairy Ribbons looks like. So these are all the sock yarn. There is some more sock yarn than what you see here on the website. I just didn't have room to put it all out. And speaking of Fairy Ribbons, we'll move over to the baby alpaca silk and cashmere blends. I've got loads of this. This is all 4-ply. I've got some double knit as well. I've got more colourways than you see here on the website. I just kind of picked and chose for today. And I've got the Fairy Ribbons on baby alpaca as well. And you can see the difference. It's more muted, it's more pastel, because the alpaca takes the colours differently, but it's really pretty. And then one thing to talk about today, the eagle-eyed will have spotted this. This is Uma, U-M-A, as in Uma Thurman, Kill Bill. And I've got quite a few skeins on the website if you want to make this. This is my version of the Flax Light by Tin Can Knits, and I altered it to make it cropped and to give myself short sleeves, and I love this. And this yarn is really, really good to make tops with, actually, because it's, see if you can, it's really light and really airy. It has a really nice drape. Normally at shows I'd be going, touch me, stroke me. Can't do that right now, so I'll stroke myself for you. But yeah, it's great for thin, summery tops. A lot of you also liked last time that I kind of showed you which ones would go together. So this is Mrs. Patmore and Tiffany Aching Witch. They look fab together. Oh, and this one is also really nice.
So one question.
Yes.
How many skeins would you need for that top?
For this top, I think I used 2.5 skeins, and I'm a size 12 to 14. Yeah, roughly about that. But have a look what it says in the pattern. These skeins are all 400 meters on 100 grams, and the pattern will tell you how many meters you need per size. Tinker Knits is really good like that in her descriptions. Hope that helps. And then we've got this one. It's called Glow, which is just really, really pretty. And Glow you could pair with that. You could pair it with the brown, pair it with the grey. And if you look, the way, depending on what you pair it with, the variegated skein just changes temperature, changes the way it looks. It's lovely. Personally, I quite like that. That one's Glow. This one is Ibis, and that one's November Mornings, which I'm also wearing on my head. And also, don't worry, these skeins are mine for a project. They're not going back in the shop. I've got these. What else have we got that's new? Ah, yes. So this one, people went a bit nuts over, even while it was still in the dye pan. This one is called Coven, as in like a witch's coven. I don't know if you say coven or coven, but you know what I mean. So this one, if you want to do a close-up, is green and speckly and purple and really rather wonderful. And that will also go with spun gold. It'll go with feathers really nicely. This one's called Feathers. Go with Mrs. Patmore. So you can see that I've got a colour palette. So a lot of skeins will go with each other generally. This one's Aurora. That's really nice as well. So I don't know if you can film a bit down here. This one is a new one as well called Treasures. That's really pretty. That goes with feathers as well. This one is Unicorn Addict. This one is also a charity colourway. I'm donating money from these skeins to Stonewall UK, which is an LGBTQ plus charity, I believe. So those are the full ply alpaca ones. Is there any questions or anything?
Just ask for your website and
Yes.
ask around what bases these are.
Okay, so these bases are Baby Alpaca, Silk and Cashmere, and my website is northshireyarns.co.uk. The sock yarn that we saw before was Bluefest Leicester Wool and Nylon, which is a good sock base. Show you this as well quickly, just eyeing at the time, but we're good. This is the Find Your Fade by Andrea Maury that I made years ago. Most of these colourways I don't have anymore. This shawl is more just to show you how lovely it is and the drape, and it's so soft. People tend to cuddle it a lot at shows. So it's just, this yarn is wonderful for tops, for shawls, for beanies, anything.
There's a request to see the top that's in the on the.
Yes, I'm getting this one or that one.
That one, I think.
That
one.
I'm getting to that. It's actually my next my next thing. So this one is the Trescal sweater by Anna Dervaux, which I've made a few of now. And it says, it explains in the pattern as well, it's a skein of 4-ply and a skein of mohair lace, which then kind of knits up like a double knit, which is quite good because it's super quick to knit. So that's that.
Another question.
Yes.
Have you dyed a special colourway for this event?
Yes, I have. I will go over that again at the end. I did show it earlier, but I'll show it you in a minute. So yeah, this is what the mohair looks like knitted up, and it's super cuddly. It's not itchy or scratchy at all because the mohair is blended with silk, so it's really, really nice. And I'll show you the mohair I've got. Ooh. Bring that back up and look at the time, but we're still good. So I have a limited range of mohair, but they kind of all go together. So you could just use all of these together. This one is a new one, which is called Keep Going, which I felt quite apt for the moment. I dyed this a week ago, I think, and it was just sunny outside and I just needed some happy rainbows. So there's these ones, and then you could...
So
yeah,
can you tell us again who made your jumper, please? My signal dropped off.
Yeah, the jumper is, the pattern is the Flax Light by Tinker Knits. And I just altered it to be cropped and have short sleeves. And I made this with my baby alpaca four ply. It's baby alpaca, cashmere and silk 4-ply. And I used about 2.5 skeins. And the colourway that I'm wearing is also on the website called Uma, U-M-A.
Yep.
I hope that helps. So these ones you could mix with all of the semi-solids that I've got in the shop. This one is like a skein of universal gorgeousness, because it will just go with absolutely anything. And then the semi-solid mohairs you can then pair with a variegated one, for example. There are so many lovely combinations that I just, you know, the day has 24 hours, I can't knit everything. But I think this is quite pretty together. So that's the mohair. And then, yeah, so good for time. Then this is something that I posted a few days ago. People will recognise this bit here because I posted a photo of it. I think the light's a bit, try that. See if you can get that a bit better. Yeah, there we go. So this is my mulberry silk yarn. It's 100% silk. This colourway is called Lady Cora. And it is the softest, squishiest, smoothest thing ever. And I'm knitting myself another short sleeve top for the summer, because I thought with silk you definitely won't get too warm. So this is Lady Cora, of which we have many skeins in the shop. And you can hardly see the speckles when the skein is twisted up. But when you go back to the knitted, my work in progress, you can see the speckles are just ever so slight. So there's Cora. This is Lady Cora. I had a bit of a theme going on when I was dyeing these. That's Lady Cora. This is
someone missed the name of the green sweater pattern.
It's the Trescao pattern by Anna Devu. It's on Ravelry. If you go back, if you follow me on Instagram and you go back through my posts, there are pictures of the sweater and the name of the pattern and things. And you can also message me after this if you've missed it. So this one's Lady Cora. Now the Downton Abbey fans will start to recognise a theme here. This one is Lady Sybil. I'm sorry this skein is in a shocking, I need to twist this tidier. But this is Lady Sybil. This is also 100% mulberry silk. And then this is Lady Edith. It's like a green, blue and green speckles. And then this one is Lady Mary, which is a bright sort of purple with speckles as well. And these ones will all knit up similar to this in that they don't have speckles all over. It'll sort of be the main lush background colour with some speckles. And the silk just knits up ever so neatly. It's just lovely. I can't wait to finish this and wear this. So these are these ones. They're all 4-ply mulberry silk. And then I've got a couple more things to show you. I'm just going to sit myself a very ladylike onto my skirt, jumper, crown. I do want to wear this every day. And I would like to start a poll if this is socially acceptable to just do this every day, like everywhere. I've got one more special new one, which is this one. It's called Pop Music. And it's so nice. It's got kind of neon speckles and it's just lovely. And it's baby camel and silk half and it's 4-ply and it's just lovely. Got a nice batch of those on the website as well. And then some of you might have spotted this a week or two ago. My goddaughter is 3.5 and she asked for a pink sweater. So obviously I'm going to dye her pink yarn for a sweater. So this is what I did. It's pink and it's called My Inner Barbie because I mean, it's just lovely. And I dyed a whole batch. So there's skeins for you on the website as well. And this one is half Blueface Leicester, half silk. It's really lovely yarn. It's really soft and bouncy and smooth and great for kid stuff. There we go. And then I've got 2 more things. I don't know how well you were able to see this on the camera, but I've got 2 little stitch marker sets. One of them, they all have 6 rings and the charm. So some really nice, I don't know if you can see that well on the camera, really nice stitch markers. They never snag. They're my favourite stitch markers. And I'll open this up because this bauble has stars in it, like it's filled with star confetti and they actually move around. I love these ones. And they're made for me by Rebecca's Room, who's on Instagram as well. She makes sets exclusively for me to have on my website, so that's that one. And then we've got, again, 6 rings that are a little bit different in colour. They're sort of green and grey because they're sort of my company colours for North Shire yarn. And then they've got an alpaca, a little alpaca stitch marker. So those are on the website as well. And they come in these little bags, 6 rings and a charm. And then I'll go back to the one I talked at the beginning because I know someone asked about that. So this is the one I dyed specially for today, which is the charity yarn. And this one is called Sunshine on a Cloudy Day, Thy Name is Helen. And I'm donating all the profits from this to Harrogate Hospital, where there's a nurse called Helen who works there, who basically saved me when I was really ill with my chronic condition. So I decided to do that. And it's blue because Helen wears a blue uniform. And it's got a little bit of yellow just to represent the sunshine coming through. Yeah. Is there anything, because I think we've got 3-4 minutes. So if there's anything, any questions, do you want me to show you anything again? Give people a chance to type. In that case, we shall just have a look at some more of my baby alpaca silk and cashmere 4-ply, which is also the yarn I'm wearing. So it's good for shawls, for tops, anything. People have made beanies with it. It's just super versatile. So this one is a fairly new one as well. This one is called Hope. And it's lovely. It's a really light yarn. It's got some speckles, purple and pink and yellow and blue.
So people are asking, do you do Blue Face Leicester in DK?
I do. I can add some on the website. Just if you're looking for a specific colour, message me. I can do Blue Face Leicester and silk as a DK, not a problem.
Okay. What was the base of the Lady Sybil?
The Lady Sybil is the same as Lady Cora. Let me just put this back. So these ones here are the ones that you see here. That's the one. This is the same base as the Lady Sybil, which I will undo so you can see the skein properly, seeing as I wound this in an absolute shocking fashion when I was looking at it for photos yesterday.
And someone's asking, what is the pattern on the model?
Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. So this is Lady Sybil, which if you bought this would come to you in a lot tidier skein, obviously. This is Lady Sybil. So you should be able to see like the shine on the silk. It's like a really luscious milk chocolatey caramelly brown with some multicoloured speckles, and that's 100% mulberry silk. And it's 400 meters on 100 grams per skein. And the sweater on the model, so not sure if we mean this one or this one or this one, but I'll say all three. This is the Flax Light by Tinker Knits that I made with short sleeves, which I've done in baby alpaca silk and cashmere 4-ply. This one here is the Trescal pattern by Anna Devue on Ravelry, which is a skein of mohair knitted up with a skein of baby alpaca silk and cashmere. And this one, I'm kind of making it up as I go from patterns that I've knitted from people. So that one I don't really have a pattern for yet, but it's a similar beginning to the Flax Light. And I think we've got another minute.
There were some questions that I missed.
I think you can scroll.
Oh, okay. So, trying to see other ones. Have you got Georgia and Eleanor with you?
Georgia, yes. Georgia is on the website. Not here right now, but it is. Georgia and Eleonora are available. They are on the website. I can't really run and get one right now. I'm sorry, I forgot to put those out. But they are on the website. And they are baby alpaca, silk and cashmere. And they are the same base as what I've knitted here.
Okay. Do you have to use the mohair with another yarn? I've never used mohair before.
No. Well, the thing with the mohair is it's lace weight. So it has 800 and something meters on 50 grams. So it's skinny. So it's a lace weight. Because it's really fluffy though, it kind of knits up thicker than it looks, but it is lace weight. So patience is required if you use only the mohair, but you can, yeah, absolutely. So I think we're nearly out of time. So 5-2. I'll if there's any last questions, I'll answer that. And I'm really sorry about the turquoise Georgia and Eleonora, but message me if you want some more pics, but it's also on the website. And I think that's it. So I hope I've showed you everything. If you've got any questions after this, just send me a message and I'll say thank you. And I hope you're all well and safe. And I hope you have fun shopping today with everyone. Bye.